What does success actually look like to you?
Great question.
Oh, that's a good question.
That's a very interesting question.
Fantastic question.
I'm surprised that more people haven't asked me this, and I'm kind of happy that they didn't.
I actually don't know. Being happy, to be honest.
That's changed a lot.
Over the last 2 years, I interviewed more than 21 creators and asked them all the same single question. What does success actually look like to you? And none of them said views, subscribers, or money. Instead, they talked about freedom, fulfillment, and actually enjoying the craft. And yet it's so easy to think that bigger numbers mean more success. But when the numbers aren't growing, it's really hard not to feel like a failure. So I took everything they shared and created a simple framework to help you stop chasing the algorithm and start defining success on your own terms. But first, let's see how they define success.
I think success today, for me, is like peace. I think we're all in search of peace. I actually have no idea how to get there. I'm searching for it in some way, but that's it. Success is peace in terms of just doing more of what you want to do in a day and less of what you don't want to do. I think that's peace. So
I've thought about this a lot. I think in some way it goes back into that original mission statement, which is create a life I love, making videos I love. I never want to be in a position where I have to make videos that I don't want to make. And then obviously, I want to live a nice life. It takes money usually to live a nice life and to kind of like have the things that I want to have. And so I want to be able to afford all of that. And I think like as long as those things are true, I'm good.
There's so many things I want, like the obvious things. It'd be amazing to have 1 million subscribers someday. Okay. Yeah,
Sure.
I'll know I'll made it then.
Sure.
But I think what I've learned is that it's not about those like big swings. It's like the everyday little things.
Like there is no finish line, right? Like I think any creative field, if you think you're going to win one day, you're just going to be disappointed because none of the accomplishments mean what you think they'll mean when you get them. You know, like when I had 100 subscribers, you feel like, 100,000 and I'd feel great. But like, I don't care. I'm the same. You know, nothing changed in my life. I'm not happier, or sadder. I'm exactly the same as I was 8 days ago. If I could only work for the New York Times, then I'd feel like I've made it. And I got 3 photos on the front page and I didn't feel any different. You feel good for like 2 hours when everyone's liking your Instagram post. And after that, it's exactly the same.
The most successful project I've ever put out isn't my most viewed project, and it's not the most money I've made from a project. It genuinely is the comments that I got on it. And I think I made a video that really impacted people, and that's all I measure now. So impact. Can I have a message that can go out into the world and have an effect on people?
I would rather have more time and freedom in my business than like making 6-7 figures.
For me, success happened when I was able to live a decent life without having to do a 9-to-5. That's like managing my time. If I want to go to the gym at 11 a.m., I can do whatever I want. If I want to take a day off, I do whatever. You know what I mean? That's what success looks like for me.
As a creator, you're your own boss. So you just want to make sure that you like the job you've created for yourself. So do I have time with my family? Am I enjoying my days, the people I work with? It's just, do I like the job I built for myself?
I really recently feel that it's not the bigger number, actually. It's not the top 1%. It's not the top 0.1% of all podcasts globally. It's not making the community bigger and yet another member. It's actually going deeper and not broader, but actually going deeper with the people I already do have in my space and with myself as well. Yeah.
That was maybe the lesson I needed to hear right now.
I think success for me, yes, involves earning a living, right? Like, I would say I'm not quite there yet. I'm further along now than I was even 6 months ago. Thankfully, it seems like things are trending upwards, and that's a good thing. Not everybody has the privilege to last this long making not very much at all. Mm-hmm. And I don't even know how I'm still doing it, but I am. And at the end of the day, I'm going to earn a solid living for my family to where I feel like I'm contributing to our bottom line. And I'm going to enjoy the fact that I'm doing it for, like, I'm building up my own business and building up my own value around that instead of doing this for someone else.
It's being able to bet on your own ideas and having them work. I think that is what success is. It's not money, it's not views, it's like loving the stuff that you do and getting to keep doing it every single day.
I value my time over everything else. Like, time is more important than everything. I don't want to work myself into a position where I make more money but have less time. I just think there's a lot of social media advice and content out there that makes you think that you need to be following this certain model or path to but I'd actually question how many of these people are actually truly happy. Like, how many of them are actually enjoying their life? How many of them have friends that they go and see regularly? Like, how many of them can just take a couple of days off and do nothing?
For me, on a personal level, I do struggle a lot every single day with trying to find the right work-life balance, because I've always been a workaholic. and I love my job because it's hard not to like something that you have so much fun in. And I think what I really struggle most is having to say I'm not working as much as I'd like to work. And that's because I have other commitments right now. And I find that I always feel like I'm about 10 steps behind where I'd like to be.
When I turned it into a career and when being able to sustain it as my main job, I feel that's a success now. That's me hitting my being successful. Some people aim really high and they're like, it's a YouTube channel now. I want to employ people. I want to get editors in and I want to become this big business. And I've thought about that and I've spoken to other people that do that. I don't think I want to do that. I feel successful and I feel content. I'm enjoying the process. I'm enjoying what I've achieved. Could my YouTube channel be bigger? Yeah, absolutely. Could I get more views? Could I earn more money? Could I do all these sorts of things? Of course. But it's all quite nice at the moment. It's all ticking along well and I'm happy with how things are going. So I consider that a success. But it's all about the small wins.
There's a part of me that always feels like, oh, maybe I'm not dreaming big enough, But to me, it's like, I just want to spend as much time as I can with Kat, Kara, and her new baby and make money. Yeah. while I'm spending so much time with them.
While you're buying new cameras.
So that I can also buy new cameras, right?
Right now, success looks like being able to spend more time with my family. I just had a kid. He just turned 2 years old. So I guess it's been 2 years now. And my entire goal with all of my work is how can I buy back time and be able to spend more time with my kid.
Success for me looks like being able to do a creative career as a full-time gig, which I've been able to do, and I feel really lucky.
Success means for me that I can go to bed at night and be happy about what happened that day. And it doesn't matter if it's, my son learning to ride his bicycle or if I was happy about what we did here. I don't know. It's like, of course, it's always good to have some long-term plans, but I think it's a good idea not to be too hung up about things because things are changing constantly. I think you have to accept as you get older, you're like, okay, well, actually, maybe I have to adjust that goal a little bit, but maybe that's fine,
I'll try to keep that in mind.
I think that currently the thing that I'm just trying to build for myself in terms of success is being able to live by my 4 core values, which again could change in the future, but are currently freedom, impact, connection, and adventure. And I think just living by these 4 values is success to me. And, I'm not fully there just yet. So again, there is definitely work to be done. but there is no one thing that I would call success. I don't think my life would suddenly become phenomenal and fantastic, and I would feel fulfilled when I reach a certain threshold on YouTube. At the end of the day, these are just numbers, and when you reach one, you go on to the next one. But if you think of values and what you actually love the most in life, and you try to live by that, I think that's when you feel fulfilled. And feeling fulfilled, isn't that success?
You can't think in 12 months, I want it to be super successful, running a business, have paid products and sponsorships, and it to be my full-time job. Because that could be years away. You just have to go, I'm going to make a video. And if I'm really proud of this video, that's a success. I've made a video that I'm proud of and I'm happy with. That's a small win. That's a small bit of success. And then if you can get 1,000 people to watch that video, that's another piece of success. That's another win. And then if you can gain some subscribers, that's another small win. It's another goal hit. It's another bit of success. And you build upon that rather than just going, I'm a failure until I'm a millionaire. And when I've earned £1 million, that's when I'm successful. I think that's just going to make you miserable for the rest of your life.
I was doing a vision board earlier this year, and I realized that all of the dreams that I've been working towards for years, I completed this year, which has been wild. So I do feel successful in this case. But then I think a lot of my success now is how can I continue doing what I'm doing, but in a more sustainable way. So do it all without burning out.
And then just feeling happy, feeling excited every day is a goal. And most days I feel that. But I just want to keep that up. So there's not this big, I'll know I made it when, but all those little things for now are what drive me. What about you?
I think the happy part is really important. Success really means being able to do what I'm doing right now for the long term. I mean, I have incredibly large ambitions and visions for all of this. But as long as everything just enables me to have fun conversations with creators, it's all good, right? And everything else is kind of just an outcome out of that. What I take away from these conversations is that success is a journey, not a destination. It is about freedom, fulfillment, and having a positive impact. But I think we can wrap this all up in the 4 I's of success. Unsurprisingly, it starts with income. Can you make money from what you do? And is it enough to support you and your family? I think without that, everything else is so much harder. But then another big reason why creators choose this lifestyle is because of independence. Can you choose when and what to work on? I think that is one of the biggest drivers in the creator economy, and it's definitely true for me and why I quit client work altogether and went all in on YouTube. But none of it makes any sense if you don't have inspiration. Do you want to make more of what you're making? Are you excited about the work that you do? And then finally, impact. Is your work improving the world around you? Is it helping people? I think if you can hit 2 or 3 of these checkboxes, you're already well on your way to being successful and feeling successful. The 4th one might be a bonus objective for you, but if you're only hitting 1 of these boxes, probably things are not feeling that great. I know that from my own experience, when money is coming in, but none of the other buckets are filled, it's usually not a great situation. So to figure out for you where you are on this journey to success, write down these 4 words on a piece of paper and rank where you are between 1 and 5. That is going to give you a very quick overview of where you're doing well and where you might need to improve things a little bit and change things up. But the real takeaway here is that success isn't measured in metrics, but in moments. Because if you look back at your year and don't remember a single moment, it might be a reason to change. So let me know down in the comments below how you see success. and watch this video next to find out where you are as a creator.